And it's been a while, it's been a couple of months, but we're back now. So anyway, enough delaying, back into the video. This continuation of the last part of the video. If you haven't watched it already, go check it out. You know, it's about the past. But that being said, moving forward, Piccolo is fighting second form Frieza, which in the manga, I think in the anime it took like about 5 episodes. I think the fight took in the anime, could be wrong, but in the manga it was pretty quick. Like Frieza's like, oh no, this dude can actually fight. No, I ain't fucking with that dude. So Frieza just says, fuck this, transforms, and while that happened, Gende's tending to Gohan's wounds after he fought Frieza and got his ass whooped. We get Frieza's new form. Oh, hold on, this is not Frieza's new form. So we get Frieza's totally original form, Piccolo. And Piccolo just gets his ass mollywopped by Frieza, and while that's happening, Gohan jumps in to attack, hopefully to get Piccolo out of danger. And in that time, Vegeta is trying to convince Krillin to basically kill him, but not kill him, just get him to a near-death state, and his same biology would do the work. So he's like, alright. Krillin's like, okay, I'll do it, but oh gosh, I don't like this, because if we don't beat Frieza, he's gonna kill us all. So Krillin, boom, blasts him through the stomach. I remember this in the anime, it took a long time for him to convince Krillin to shoot him. If I remember correctly in the anime. I haven't watched the anime in a long time. Shoots him through the stomach. He's like, hey, Dende, can you come and help your boy real quick? Dende, can you help your boy? And it's like, yeah, remember how you killed the entire village? You're kind of a bad guy, I don't think I should heal you. And he goes, are you kidding me? Dude, you never learn, Vegeta. You never learn. There's one rule you should never do, Vegeta, because Vegeta doesn't play RPGs. There's one rule you should never do, and that is you never fuck with the white mage. Frieza's like, fuck this. No, the both of them here, screw it. I'm going full power. So Frieza's like powering up. They're like, ah shit, this isn't good. So they find a new strategy. Get the hell out of there. Transforming, he saw Dende heal Piccolo, and he's like, because Frieza, when he was fighting Piccolo, he realized, oh no, Piccolo, how did Gohan get up? Sees Dende healing Piccolo, and he goes transforms to his final form. His iconic look, Frieza. Not Golden Frieza quite yet, that's a long ways away. But anyway, he comes in, takes shit over, boom, kills Dende. So then they all just try to jump Frieza. Frieza's just like, not having none of that shit. He's like, yeah, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Bounces around. Frieza's like, no, Frieza. Just like, you know who I am? The legendary Super Saiyan, the warrior of legend. Gets his ass beat. Gets his ass beat, man. This nigga was crying. He had him shook. Gee, the Prince of Old shook. Gets his ass beat, and yeah. Luckily, Goku steps in and saves the day. And then he sees, Vegeta, he's the enemy, just bloody and beaten and just begging for help. And I want to take a sidetrack here. That I thought Bardock, his design and the story was only in the movie. I did not know that or at least remember, I know this happened in the anime, but I did not know that Bardock was actually appeared in the manga. I thought his only appearance, his first one, was in the non-canon movie. So when I was reading this, I'm like, oh shit, he's actually this is actual canon design. No, that's pretty cool. So that makes it even weirder, right? Because did Toriyama really just retcon his origin story? This is a sick ass design. So I wonder why Toriyama decided, fuck it, have him have the weird brown shoulder pads, get rid of the bandana. This is a sick design. So I'm really upset that he retconned his origin story and his design, because I thought it was non-canon, but this is his actual canon design. Excuse me. But anyway, moving on. So I had a little rant. So get a little much about Goku's father, though not told to him specifically. He just remembers the look of his face. Like, oh, I remember that saying, the little monkey boy. So anyway, so he moves on. They have this cool, basically show of power scene, flexing what they can do. He's like, oh, he's the royal legend, the one, the Super Saiyan. Boom, dead. He's like, none of that shit. And somehow, Vegeta still survives this. He still talks for like an hour, what it seems like, after getting shot to the heart. But Goku buries his old rival, the second last remaining Saiyan, and just buries him. And then Goku and Frieza, boom, getting about to bomb him. So he does his spear bomb, which took like a long time to make in the anime. In the manga, it was like a couple of pages from what I recall. and it was pretty good. You know, I liked the pacing. Pacing in the manga, it is a lot better. I must say, the pacing is a lot fucking better. So it's like, so those things that annoyed me when I watched the anime or annoys the anime watchers is entirely mostly removed, leaving to be the manga. So if you kind of like Dragon Ball Z because the pacing, I highly recommend reading the manga instead, because in that way you get a better experience at your own pace. But anyway, so he blows up Frieza. Boom, Speed leaves, save the day. Kumbaya, we all sing songs and hold hands. But he said, no, fuck it. He appears, he survives, because in Dragon Ball Z, the Spirit Bomb never works. But Frieza survives it, kills seemingly Piccolo, and then we get that scene where Frieza, with telekinesis, lifts up Krillin and just blows him the fuck up. And I kind of wish, like, he never uses this move again. As far as I recall, he never uses this move again. Like, no, like how does that work? How do you just pick someone up and just blow them up? Like, how does that power specifically work, right? Like, why couldn't he do it on Gohan? Why couldn't he do it on Goku? Like, why could that power work specifically on Krillin? Like, that never explained, never addressed. But anyway, moving on. So after this scene, Goku, his rage and this moment, Super Saiyan. I gotta tell you, man, this was a lot better done in the anime than manga. I think manga just rushes, boom, Super Saiyan, right? But the anime did a good job. I think they did the pacing, the build up of the transformation. I think, despite the memes, was good. I like transformation more in the anime than in the manga, and of course, the voice acting. Now, obviously, like everyone else, you know, Dragon Ball Z, watched it dubbed, and then the dubbed voice of Goku when he put in that emotion, that anger into his character, made this even better. But anyway, after that transformation, they get into a massive fight, and it was pretty good. Like it was a really well done fight. Honestly, this whole sequence was pretty good. I loved it. The whole 5 minutes thing, yes, it's dumb. It makes more sense, obviously, in the manga because the powering structure and pacing of it. But I think it's do that. You know, Sengoku just mollywop the shit out of Frieza. He's like, what's this? What's this? It can't be the monkey of legend. Just playing out racist shit. It was great. This was fight, but then Frieza, you know, he couldn't take it anymore. His eyes beat, he's like, says, fuck this. So he throws a death ball at the planet's core, and now the planet has enough time before it blows up. And this was amazing. And then this whole story, this whole fight, incredible, 10 out of 10. Gets seen from the anime, where you know he does the speech. In the anime, that's like he's like a hero, right? He's a hero of the universe. Because they want to make him in the Western version like more of like a hero, right? Make him seem less selfish, but more like a heroic character. But in the manga, this is what he actually says: the legendary warrior of pure heart, wrecking by rage. And then as they're fighting, then they summons the dragon, and King Kai Kami devise a plan to get everyone off of Namek onto Earth. But before they had to revive everyone that was killed by Frieza and his men. After this cool fight, Goku says, I quit, fuck it, I quit. I'm bored. You're boring me. And he leaves, right? He's like, can you leave? Because I don't want you to pull any more of these stunts. Because you're boring me, you're losing power, this isn't fun for me anymore. So get off while you can. Frieza ain't having it, tries to use his power to kill Goku because he'll like, no, kindness for monkey? Well, then obviously in the fight, Frieza just gets a slice of pizza and becomes a topping. But yikes, gives him some of his energy, just enough so he can escape the planet, you know, and just survive. But then Frieza just could not stand the fact that a Saiyan let him go. So he uses what left of his power, tries to kill Goku. Goku turns around and goes, you fool, and blows him up and killing him. And even Goku in this moment just shows remorse. You know, it is very much a sad scene. You know, Goku didn't want to kill. You know, Goku, I love this so much. Goku does not want to kill. He only kills if he has to, right? He would really rather have someone live than to kill them. You know, he considers taking life to be a waste. I think that is a good trait for his character. I love Goku. Even now, he's sorry he had to do it. For someone as evil and vile as Frieza, he still finds value in all life. Actually, Frieza, because he sees the power Frieza has, and he thinks this is fun. Like, Goku, right? This is someone who's like a challenge for him, right? Someone who can have fight, but he knew that Frieza was also a tyrant, right? So he has to put him down because he knows that Frieza is not going to change his ways. Frieza, through and through, is a bad guy, and he has to put them down. So Goku tries to find his way back to the ship that Frieza was using, but the machine is too damaged, and he tries to get out, and he just tries his best, but the ship's too damaged, and there's not enough time, and this planet Earth, the planet just blows up, and seemingly he dies too. And then after some time passes, the Dragon Balls can be used again, and then go to revive their friends back on Earth. So they revive everyone, they revive people, Krillin, Yamcha, and then they revive next year Tien and Chaozu. But then they learn that Goku wasn't actually dead. He survived. He does not want to be brought back home. Basically have to wait until Goku wants to come home. Another year goes by, and then sense the power of Frieza. Frieza survives somehow, and he's now a cyborg. And again, another side note here, I really wish this costume was in the game of DBFZ, but DBFZ doesn't do costumes, it does fucking colors. But moving on. So he comes to Earth, him and his dad get revenge. And then there's another school bully that the kid that gets his ass beat, and calls his older brother in to back him up to Jumpy. That's Frieza. His ass beat, it's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm calling it Big Daddy. Step in. So they land on Earth. Everyone gets ready to fight Frieza. And then he sends his power level, and like, holy shit, that's Frieza and someone else. And Vegeta's like, yeah, that's his dad. He goes, dad? And he has a dad? Who's a mom? Questions? Never answered. But anyway, so they land on Earth, and they run into Trunks, which has by far one of the coolest introductions in Dragon Ball history. Man just shows up, goes, yeah, no, I'm gonna kill you. And not only am I gonna kill you, guess what? Shing! I'm Super Saiyan 2, bitch. Just cuts him in half, turns him into Super Saiyan, and just cuts him to pieces, and just blows him into tiny little smithereens. And then he goes to the father too, and basically Frieza and his dad got one-shotted by this no-name stranger. Like, what the fuck? This was hype as hell as a kid. When you see this shit in the anime, it's like, what the hell? Chills. This moment here, a lot of people love Trunks, like why he's favorite character of many people, because of this moment. But after this moment, he kind of tells everyone else, like, hey, it's okay. So they all wait for Goku to arrive. He says Goku will arrive in 3 hours, so they all wait, kind of like on edge a bit. Not much, but kind of a bit wary. Vegeta, because his ego, he's like, oh, it's always more powerful than me, blah blah blah. But they'll wait for 3 hours. Goku finally arrives, spaceship, and then him and Trunks have like a little back to back, talking about stuff. But he wants to test out Goku's power first, see if he's the real deal. And Goku just flexes just one finger, just do. And I like this because also Trunks goes to swing at him, and he goes, why didn't you block it or evade me? Because he says, because I sense there's no like malice in your heart, right? Goku can sense the kindness in Trunks, and therefore trusts him not to hurt him. Okay, but this time I will come at you. He goes, okay then. So he uses his finger and just deflects the sword, which was dope as fuck. And he tells Goku that he's from the future. In his timeline, everyone's dead. He dies from a heart virus. His dad is Vegeta. His mom is Bulma. And that in 3 years, androids will come and kill everyone. And so this is all happening, telling this is where it goes down, and reason why Frieza had come to Earth, right? Because Frieza, technically, Frieza died, right? When Goku blew him up, he died. But because Trunks traveled in the past, it altered the timeline. So Frieza survived that explosion. So the reason why, Goku, the reason why that whole thing happened, because Trunks traveled in the past. In fact, there is consequences of time travel. So he goes, I'm going to leave. And take this medicine. When the symptoms appear, take this medicine and you'll be fine. So he leaves, saying goodbye to everyone else, and he says, and then he just goes back to his timeline. And Goku flexes his new powers. He was at planet Yardrat for a whole year, and learned teleportation, and that's it. If you read Super, right? Goku was on planet Yardrat for a year. Possibly even 2 years, because Dragon Balls took 2 years, right, to reuse. First year for Yamcha and Krillin. Second year for Tien and Chaozu. So 2 years he was in Yardrat. If I'm wrong, let me know. But from what I understand, 2 years. And the whole he learned in that time was teleportation. This scene here, it's fine in context of Dragon Ball Z, but in the context of Dragon Ball Super, bullshit. Anyway, so teleports, shows his new power. In 3 years' time, they're all gonna die. So they all split off and train for 3 years. So they come back, and Bulma has a kid, which is Trunks. And nope, and fucking the ultimate cuck right there, Yamcha. So they go explore the city because they hear an explosion in the city. They go to investigate, and then they realize that they can't sense the energy. So these androids don't have energy, or chi, I should say, or ki. Yeah, they don't have any ki for them to sense. So they just had to look with their eyes only. And then Yamcha, unfortunately, was the one that ran into them first and got quite the shaft for it. And they ran into Yamcha getting fisted. They learned for Yamcha that these androids, when they touch you, can absorb your energy. So not only did you get fisted, you're also getting sucked off. So, yikes, Yamcha. Goku's starting to get weaker, like he's huffing puffing. Like he's using a lot of energy control because he's badly in the time stream. So Goku's heart conditions, the effects, starting to only appear now. It's knocked down by 19 and absorbs energy. And then Vegeta appears and just pretty much takes over the fight. And Vegeta, just by training, they don't explain how, right? In anime, they give him more fleshed out. It isn't good, but give him more detail. But in the manga, he just trained. And the reason why, and the trigger, right? The trigger of it, right? Because Goku was pure of heart. And so Vegeta, because he was pure evil. Are you fucking shitting me? Goku was pure of heart, and he became a Saiyan. He's a kind-hearted Saiyan, kind-hearted warrior, working by rage. And Vegeta, a pure Saiyan, with pure rage, so pure evil, awakens it, because his heart is full of evil. And his rage was being fear to Goku. Are you fucking kidding me? This is why I just can't stand Vegeta. He's bullshit. Moving on. So here comes Super Saiyan. Finally comes Super Vegeta. And just money whops the shit at 19. Just makes him embarrassing. And this whole time, right, it looks like this cool fighter just, overpowering 19. But it's all a bluff, right? Because 19 absorbed his energy, so he was just bluffing throughout that and pushing the fight. And he rips off Teen's arms and goes, "Robot, feel fear!" And then just, it does. And then tries to escape the crater. Just like, nah, him that shit. And blows him the fuck up. And he goes, "Your turn now, old man." And the old man just hauls ass. 19 or 20 were calm, collected, and could kill Frieza. Sorry, killed Vegeta. Vegeta's bluff worked so well that it said, fuck it, we can't win against Vegeta. So they just scatter. So the old man just runs away. 19's dead, and he just hauls ass trying to get far away as he can. But it's no working for him. So he has to hide, gather energy. They're all trying to scout for the old man. They eventually do end up finding him, so he's like, oh shit. So his plan is to call on his last ditch effort. The last two that can help him. Calls on the androids. And that's where I end this episode for now. I know this one's kind of short compared to last time. It only dealt with the finishing arc of this, but I wanted the next arc to be obviously continue on this one here, and then more of the next arc afterwards, which is the Soul Saga. But I thought we'll leave it here for now. I'm sorry it took so long to get back into the series. I do Dragon Ball, the first one, possibly Dragon Ball Super in the future. But for now, just doing Z. We're gonna get back and we're gonna continue on this story. So long, peace out. Sorry again, tell me so long, continue the story. Hope you all enjoy.